Every day, I wake up, go to the gym, say hi to the same people, come back home, shower, go to work, then go to class, come home, spend some time with friends, eat, sleep, and repeat. One day, I was driving home from work when I realized I couldn't remember anything from the past month. Not because nothing had happened, but because every day was exactly the same. I had been productive, I had gone to the gym, I had studied, I had worked. But if somebody asked me what I actually remembered from those 30 days, I honestly couldn't tell them. I looked at the clock and wondered where the afternoon went, or why the sunset feels more like a deadline than a beauty to behold. Although I don't really feel the dread of everyday life, I also don't really feel the eagerness of everyday life as well. Everything I do is to secure my future and to ensure I can support myself and my future family. And I believe that this is something that everyone can relate to. Always constantly worrying about the future, worrying about how to be financially independent and comfortable, worrying about health and fitness and life goals, always trying to be one step ahead and always trying to progress every single day. If you ever read any of the books in the self improvement section of the library, you'll be seeing that this sort of life is good, that you should always be working to improve yourself, that every decision must be made to secure yourself a good future. But I think these books are all lying to you. Most of these books preach becoming a true Chad or a true Adonis, and to become the perfect individual through rigorous routine, telling you that this is the only way life should be lived, and that this is the only way to look back upon a memorable life. Although these books teach you how to live a memorable life, I don't think they teach you how to live a life with memories. I think the definition of memorable in these books are skewed. They teach how to make your life memorable to others, not to yourself. And that's the one thing about these books that I've always hated. They teach you how to make your life appealing to others, and not to yourself. This is just something I've been wanting to talk about. How to live a life with memories and not just a memorable life. If at any point you agree with this take or you find something in this video useful, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment. It helps out the channel a lot, especially since I'm just starting. One example of this is David Goggins' book titled Can't Hurt Me. It sends a powerful message about self-improvement and that you must quote-unquote stay hard and always choose the difficult path in life in order to callous your mind. Cameron Haynes' book, quote-unquote Endure, preaches a life of hard work is the only type of life worth living. That every day you must be willing to outwork everyone else, that you cannot allot yourself a day off or else you'll fall behind. Tim Grover's Relentless enforces the ideology that you must have the inner drive to separate yourself from everyone else and work towards always improving yourself. Sure, these books are a good motivational boost, but my take on them is that they prepare you for a life of longing, not a life of fulfillment. By a life of longing, I simply mean a life in which you are always in a constant state of achieving the next goal. Something all these books have in common is that they tell you to always be working towards something, always consistently working towards that new goal. And by a life of fulfillment, I mean a life in which you are actually able to feel satisfied with your progress. One where you can make a lot of memories that you can actually look back on. When you are on your deathbed, would you rather say, I am so grateful to have missed that boys trip so I could stay locked in on the gym? Or say, I'm so grateful that I went on that boys trip with my friends? You don't need to ride this constant high of chasing a new goal. Every now and then you have to learn to stop and take a step back and appreciate all you've done. You have to be able to take a break every now and then to sit down and enjoy the little things in life. You only have one life. Why would you waste it on over-optimizing every part of it? What I'm trying to say is that people spend so much time preparing to secure their future that they spend no time trying to secure their present. And modern day social media and self improvement is no help. Every time I happen to be doom scrolling on TikTok or watching YouTube, I see how other people live and always wish to turn into them, putting me in a constant loop of chasing and chasing and chasing. And I think other people have fallen into this trap as well. Now, I don't want you to take this the wrong way. I'm not saying to stop preparing for your future. In no way am I saying not to set your goals for yourself and to try to reach them. That is something I actually heavily advocate for. What I'm saying is that you need to also step back and appreciate how far you've gone every now and then. You have to learn how to be able to put some goals or aspirations on the back burner temporarily and then go right back into it later on. Essentially, I am simply saying that there's a difference between living a life that looks impressive and living a life that actually feels lived. Now, I also don't want you to mistake what I'm saying for laziness, because yes, being disciplined saved my life. Going to the gym has improved my life. Studying has had a huge impact on my life. But this discipline is supposed to serve your life, not be your entire life. The problem with constantly chasing is that you'll never be happy. I think many people are stuck in the loop of, I'll finally be happy when XYZ happens, and then when it does happen, no happiness actually comes about. I'll be happy when I graduate high school. I'll be happy when I get an internship. I'll be happy when I graduate college. I'll be happy when I get a job. I'll be happy when I get a raise. I'll be happy when I retire, and on and on and on. And then, the blink of an eye, your life is going to be over, and there will be nothing to look back on. What I want you to do is think back 5 years. What do you remember? I'm sure it's not the aspects of daily routine. It's not going to be going to the gym and hitting bench press, and it's not going to be what you studied or what you did at work that day. What you're going to remember are the moments that broke that routine. You're going to remember going on that vacation, that late night conversation with your friends where you laughed until your stomach hurt. This routine of discipline that self-improvement preaches is good, but too much of something can definitely be harmful. You have to learn to create balance.